Thomas Draven back again for yet another video in kind of a follow-up to the somewhat ongoing of how low can I tune this bitch, where we are doing a review and demo of the Legator N9FP. So for anybody that hasn't heard of the company Legator, they have been around, I think, since like the mid-2010s, if I remember correctly, like at least since 2015. I'm not sure exactly on when they started, but what I've always sort of associated them with is kind of like pushing the boundaries similar to Agile, with trying to sort of deliver like premium quality and unique sort of spec choices, but for like very reasonable prices. And this guitar is no exception. I mean, I don't know of many other companies that can produce a fan fret 30-inch 9-string for like a reasonable price. The only other one being Agile that I know of, and even they are sold out of their 9-strings at the moment. So yeah, let's talk about this instrument, go into some of the specs and how I came to obtain it, and also just my thoughts on the instrument as a whole. So yeah, even though I think that the Agile 9-string works amazingly, I don't know if it's really suited for those low 9-string tunings like the C# standard or the drop B. It just seems that you'd need like excessively large strings in order for it to intonate well and to not have horrible pitch drift. So I was looking into possibly picking up the Legator N9, you know, like the white one with the 9-string Fishman pickups that I want so bad to become commercially available. But I ended up happening upon a listing on a Facebook group, like a guitar sale Facebook group, where someone was selling an N9FP for $600, which for a guitar that normally retails at $1099, that's essentially almost half price, especially when you consider that the seller that I bought this from sold it for $600 shipped to my door. So I thought about it for about 10 minutes before I was like, well, it's, you know, a guitar similar to the model that I was going to buy anyway, and it's half price of its normal retail value, and like, you know, almost a quarter, not a quarter of the price, but like a third of the price of like what the higher spec models would have gone for. So I decided to pick it up, and the reasons why it was priced so low is because of two things. So the seller noted that part of the headstock had chipped off and was repaired with epoxy, and I'm probably going to put a picture of it somewhere next to my head here, and that the fingerboard was cracking, but he said that he sent it back to Legator to get a repair. So I can put up a picture of the headstock repair. It's covered by its name tag currently, so I need to peel off that gaffer's tape to get a picture. But in regards to the fingerboard, you know, I don't know what Legator did to repair it, but I would not honestly be able to tell you where there were any cracks at all. Like, for the life of me, this looks like a very clean fretboard with a lot of really awesome color variation, and yeah, I honestly can't even use like B-roll footage to show where any cracks may have been. So Legator did an awesome job repairing this guitar, and I'm super satisfied with being able to pick this up for so cheap. And yeah, let's talk some specs. So for the neck, we have a bolt-on mahogany and maple 5-piece neck. We have Legator branded locking tuners. I believe the nut is graphite with a nice matching headstock with like an abalone or mother of pearl or pearloid inlay. We have what I believe is an ebony fretboard with, again, some awesome color variation. 24 jumbo frets that are nickel. An 18-inch fretboard radius. We have lumen lace side dots, which is always a plus. Swamp ash body. I'm sorry, solid ash body, not swamp ash. I don't know what the difference is, but I'm sure people will tell me. With this awesome open grain sort of finish that you can see all around. looks just so pretty and so clean. And I really like the little recess a little bit on the neck carve. It's just ever so slightly carved away at an angle, and it looks really great. Nice little comfort card as well for the neck. We have a 3-way selector switch, stock Hive humbuckers, a Legator branded brass bridge, and yeah, single volume knob. That's pretty much it. It's not anything too crazy spec-wise, but it is a really fun, solid guitar. And before I forget, something that is also worth mentioning is that the Hive humbuckers in this guitar are passive, but they did go ahead and give you a battery box in the back, just so that if you want to swap in the pickups for like EMGs or Fishmans when they finally become available, please, when, you know, if you want to swap over to active pickups, or maybe you can put like an active preamp or something like that into your guitar, you don't have to worry about space restrictions within any cavities. You have a nice battery box at your disposal without any hassles. So yeah, overall thoughts on this guitar. First of all, it is awesome. I just want to go ahead and say that right from the start, that it's just really well done. You know, even for like the house brand hardware, I love these locking tuners. They hold tune great and they lock really easily. You know, I don't own a lot of headed guitars. This is soon to become my only headed guitar, but if I'm gonna have a headed guitar, I gotta have locking tuners. That's just my preference. Holds tune amazingly, sounds and feels super awesome. Like, even the stock Hive pickups are surprisingly decent. What I will say is that I remarked this also on my Legator G6 PT, the headless Ghost with the trem. With the Hive humbuckers, they're really good, kind of like balanced pickups. That being said, I feel like I would have preferred on a 9-string just a little bit more output on the bridge pickup, just because it doesn't like feel as if it's chugging as well as I'd like to. It feels just a little bit too loose in that low end and just needs a little bit of extra kick to get it there. That being said, full transparency, I'm probably gonna swap these pickups out at some point. But yeah, for today, we're just leaving it stock so that I can show you guys what it sounds like in stock form, and you guys can get an idea of what this guitar can do for you. So there you have it, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review and demo. I hope you guys are liking the demos coming at the beginning of the video rather than at the end, just for the sake of, you know, getting you more interested in how it sounds, and then you can, you know, use that information how you will. But if you want to stick around for the rest of the review, that is perfectly up to you. That being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.